Welcome to Barcelona. Guys, I'm Raquel from MH Family Ventures, and today we are in beautiful, beautiful Barcelona. Now, this is part of our Land and Sea series, so I am only here in Barcelona for about 36 hours, and then I am hopping on board my very, very first luxury cruise. So make sure you stick around for that. But guys, I just landed here not even 4 or 5 hours ago. Got to my hotel, showered, and I am up and about. And I am here in Las Ramblas, which is one of the most populated pedestrian streets in Europe. And I'm here just to explore. I'm going to head to the market, grab something to eat, get some coffee and different things. And I actually have a tour booked later on today around 2 o'clock. So I'm going to show you guys everything that you can do here in Barcelona, or not everything, because there's a lot to do in Barcelona and I won't be able to do it all in 36 hours. But I'm going to show you some things that you can do in Barcelona, either before a cruise or if you're here for just a quick stay. Just a couple of things to get into. So make sure you like this video, subscribe, follow along for the sea portion of this land and sea trip, and just follow along. We're here in Las Ramblas. So again, this is one of the most populated sections of Barcelona, or they say in Europe. Very, very heavily populated with pedestrians, lots of shops, restaurants, bars, and things. As you see, you can get all kinds of things from here. So this was obviously going to be my first stop. Now I am here on a Saturday, and I figured I would need to get here today because a lot of things close on Sundays in Barcelona. So if you want to explore and shop and do things like that, you'll need to do it not on a Sunday. So that's why I'm here today. Else to know about Las Ramblas is it is considered the pickpocket capital, or when you Google pickpockets and you Google where this may happen at, it happens here. So make sure you use all kinds of precautions. I limited my valuables using a crossbody bag, anti-theft. That way, nothing like that happens. So make sure you use precautions when you're out here because it is very populated. It's easy to, someone to snatch your belongings. You don't want that to happen. And if you followed our series before, when we were in Barcelona before with my sisters, my sister actually got pickpocketed by a restaurant worker. So be careful out here. And I tell you, it is a beautiful day here today. It is 74 degrees. That's going to be the high pretty much all week. So beautiful, beautiful weather. Nice and cool, not hot. Sun's not out, so beautiful day. So I appreciate having these quick guides to let you know where you're headed. If you're trying to visit certain things out here, you can follow these guides. Obviously, you can do Google Maps. That's typically what I use, but it's always nice to know that you're at least going in the right direction. All right, something to be aware of if you have mobility challenges. This road is kind of curved, so as you see, it's kind of curvy, it kind of loops, and it's kind of strange, but just be careful. And as you see, it is very busy. This is probably not as busy as it gets. It probably gets a lot busier than this. Look at that beautiful building. Yeah, the architecture here is just, amazing. Some of the most beautiful buildings that I've ever seen. All right, so now we're going to walk towards the market, which is a very popular thing to do here. And guys, I cannot pronounce the name of the market, but I'm going to put it right here. And this is the top rated outdoor market or open air market here in Barcelona. Let's go check it out. And I'm hungry, so I did make sure that I picked up some euros. That way I can get some things to sample along the way. And it's right here at this busy intersection. All right, let's see what unique finds we can find. You guys know I love to cook, I love to eat. So let's see what we can find here, some unique things. Now you guys know ham is a big part of Spain. So of course, lots and lots of hams, salami, pepperoni, all kinds of things here. And you can grab like little bites there. It's like 4 euros, 5 euros. So I'm gonna keep walking. I'm not gonna stop at the first spot, but yeah, you can grab little bites to try. Looks like the same thing over here on this side. As you see, it's a popular spot. all kinds of ham. Oh, he has ham and cheese. Huh. Maybe I will get something. Even have sandwiches up there ready to go. And as you can see, the market is packed. It's a Saturday morning, so locals are out shopping. Those tourists are here to check it out. So yeah, it'll be closed tomorrow. So that is why I am here today, because I won't be able to get here tomorrow. But fresh fruit. Wow. Hello. Guys, when you talk about display and putting things on display, I mean, beautiful. Beautiful. They're going to get you to buy. Get fresh juice, fresh fruit. Yeah, all of that looks really good. Yeah, you can even sit down and dine. Yeah, fresh. As that's fresh, it's still moving. Fresh seafood there. Wow. They're cutting the fruit fresh. Very nice. Oh, wow. See, I'm tempted. Let's keep walking. Some of the stuff though, y'all, I'm a little leery of getting us the way it's sitting out, but I think I'm gonna go back over here and try something. You know what? No, I'm not. I'm gonna keep walking, because a lot of times when you're looking at something when you first enter, there's a lot more to choose from once you go a little deeper inside. So let's do that first. Alright, I'm gonna give this croqueta a try. I got 3 different ones. Parmesan, ham, and I don't even remember. But it's like a potato, it's fried. I've had them before. That is very flavorful. I just like, these are kind of soft. I like mine when they are like crisp. So you get a, sorry. Those are pretty messy. Yeah, I won't be able to eat these while I'm talking to you guys, but as you see, they're pretty soft. So I like mine when they're crunchy on the outside. And then once you get into, you get the potato, the filling, whatever. These aren't bad. They're just a little too soft for me. Alright, I'm gonna give this ham and I think it was manchego cheese, I think I'm saying that right, a try. That was really good cheese. I love a good cheese. That is really good. I think it's manchego. Am I saying it right? Let me know if I'm saying it wrong. I'm sure I am. Then the ham. That is really good. I don't know what kind of ham this is, but it is really good. Not too salty, very flavorful. It goes well with the cheese. I'm gonna enjoy that. So they have oysters, and I think those are sea urchins, and people are getting those cut open, and they're just getting like a small bite because I'm not that brave to try this, being this far from home, because I don't want to get sick before my cruise. But yeah, it's really small. Very interesting. Yeah. I won't be trying it today because I'm an adventurous eater, but I also have to make sure that I set limits, especially when I'm traveling, because I don't want to have, you know, an upset stomach while I'm traveling. So I'm a little cautious on things like that, especially when I know I'm getting on a cruise. Maybe next time. All right, I want to get something else. Oh, we haven't gone over here. Oh, fresh fish market. Nice. Huge fish market. So I guess they kept the fish and all that separate so that the whole market isn't smelling. Yeah, see, I would love to do a tour with a guide at one of these markets because, like I said, most of this stuff I have no clue what it is. And I would love somebody that could explain to me what it is. But pretty cool. Pretty nice. Lots of seafood. And it all smells fresh. You know how you get that fishy smell when you know it's not good? Like this is, you could tell this is all fresh. All fresh. So we're getting fresh oysters. And the sea urchins, €4. And see, I love oysters, but I'm still not going to have raw oysters. Not today. Have little crabs. Yeah, all of this is fish, seafood. I don't know how I missed this when I first went around. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen calamari whole like that. Yeah, I would definitely recommend coming here early if you want to explore, because it is getting pretty busy. Pretty busy. But I absolutely love this. Absolutely love this. Yeah, see, I just don't like the seafood sitting out like that. I don't know how long this stuff has been out, so you have to have a really strong stomach for that. So I'm not going to try it today. Okay, and then we go right over here to more spices. All of the spices look like they're over here now. Spices and salt and teas, maybe? Alright, and here we have a bakery. Let's see what they have over here. Donuts, croissants. Looks like some sort of tarts. Eclairs. Crumble. And then they have sandwiches and things over there. I might get one of these. These are €2. The other ones were more expensive. And then they have fruit cups. Because that's a great price for a fruit cup. €3 for fresh fruit like that. That is a great price. Alright, €2. I have it. I'm going to get one. I don't know which one I want. Papaya and mango sounds good. Oh, I don't know. If you were here, which one would you get? I think I'm going to go with the Coco Fresa and mango. That's what I'm going to do. Hello.
Hello.
I'm going to have this one here. All right, let's give this a try. Oh, wow. Mango, strawberries, and coconut. Really good. Says no added sugar, just pure fruit. That is delicious. So this is a Mediterranean spot. They have empanadas. They have souvlaki, which looks really good. I just don't know how long it's been sitting there, but it looks really good. It actually smells really good too. All right, guys, let me get out of here before I spend more money. It's really nice though. Yeah, I would love to come back here again. Oh, they have fresh eggs here. I wonder if they cost as much as they do in the U.S. So you get a dozen for almost €4. Yeah, that's cheaper than the U.S. for sure. And they probably taste better too. Sorry, I was going to exit, then I noticed this whole other side, they have nuts and candies and different things. That's awesome. So yeah, I missed this whole side. This whole side, that's what it has. Yeah, lots and lots of candy. I just don't like that it's all sitting out like that, because I'm so weird about that kind of stuff. And different nuts. It's like wine and things. So yeah. Oh, over there's the fruit. Thank you. Yeah, guys. I mean, I could literally stay here all day. I really could. And look, they have the Dubai chocolate. I still have not tried that, but I did order some from TikTok. But they have the Dubai chocolate strawberries there. So it's like, now that I'm looking at the market, they have things divided up for it to make sense. So you have fruit on one side, your meat, your fish, all that on the other side. I totally missed this side. They have a lot of, this is probably the side I need to be on, because these are things I could easily take home. The candies, the nuts, the fruit, not the fruit, you can't take fruit home. The spices, all kinds of things over here that are already prepackaged. So make sure you explore the full market, because there's a lot of different things to look at. So guys, I'm just really curious too. A lot of these food stalls, they have a ton of food like stacked up. I wonder, I'm thinking of like health code, things like that. What do they do with all those extras? Because I don't think they're selling all of that in one day. But yeah. So, use caution. I'm sure most of everything out here is going to be good for you, and it's going to be perfectly okay. You pray on it too, and won't have any issues. But just use your brain, because some things I wouldn't try, I wouldn't give to our kids. So just kind of use some caution. Not great. So yeah, guys, so as you can see, it is getting pretty crowded out here. I don't know what this is going on up here. Let's see what this is. Yeah, no clue what that is. People are making way, some sort of parade. But again, the busiest pedestrian boulevard. Yeah, I don't know what this processional is for, but it's right outside the market. Yeah, no clue what this processional is for. I'll have to translate that later, figure out what it is. Yeah, it looks like they're holding signs up down there. Is it no torturing animals? Oh, stop animal exploitation. Got it. Oh, so they're marching behind. They're marching behind them. Got it. Okay. All right, I think I'm going to make my way back to my hotel, because my tourist picked me up at 2 o'clock. It'll give me a little bit of time to rest before my tour. But I'm really glad that I came out here to the market, because, again, I'm only here part of the day tomorrow on Sunday, and it's closed. So I'm really glad that I decided to take an Uber up here. Now, a couple things to know is they do accept cards, or you can tap to pay, so you don't have to worry about getting euros. I just had some with me. And then they do have Ubers here, so I did catch an Uber from my hotel over here. They have Ubers, and they have a different app. I think it's called Free something. I'll put it right here. You can use that as well. They're kind of comparable in price. Taxis tend to be cheapest, but it could take a little bit longer to get a taxi. So do with that information as you want. But I'm going to head back to my hotel, rest up for a little bit, and head out for the next tour, so stay tuned. All right, and something else to consider. If you are dropped off by an Uber or ride share, you are going to have to walk outside of Las Ramblas to pick up an Uber. Most of these roads are blocked off, so you'll have to do a little bit of walking to catch an Uber or taxi. So just be mindful of that, especially if you have mobility challenges, because like right now I'm kind of slightly walking uphill, and again the road is not completely it's paved, but it's kind of wavy, so just be careful. But no, you might have to do a little bit of walking. And as you see, there is a metro that will get you right to Las Ramblas. I'm not going to catch it today, but it is available there. And if you put it in Google Maps, it will tell you how to get where you need to go from wherever you're going. So look in Google Maps for transit, and you can figure out how to catch the public transportation. All right, something else you can do in Barcelona would be the hop-on, hop-off bus options. But let me just show you guys something. So I did some research, and I was debating whether I was going to do hop-on, hop-off. They actually get some bad reviews here in Barcelona, and they were talking about, especially during like high season, just the queues of trying to. So if you're not familiar with hop-on, hop-off buses, they have different stops throughout the city that you can stop at to explore on your own, and then whenever you're ready to go to the next stop or get back to your, where you first were picked up, you have to get in line and wait for the bus. So if you look over there, there's a huge queue of people right there waiting for the next bus, and it's possible that here's the next bus. It's possible that all of those people won't be able to get on this bus, so then you have to wait for the next one. So I like hop on, hop off, because you get to see things and kind of do it at your own pace and not have to worry about driving. But do keep in mind that sometimes you can have a wait, and that's been kind of what I've read about the Barcelona hop on, hop off, and that's why I avoided it this time. And yeah, as you see, there is a long line of people waiting to get on, and it doesn't look like many people are getting off at all. So all of those people will be waiting for the next ones. And see, I don't have patience for that kind of thing. All right, I'm gonna go up here and catch my Uber. And if the Uber says they can't come down the street, I'm just gonna catch one of these taxis back. My hotel is about a 40-minute walk. I just don't feel like walking all day because I know I'll be walking later. And I need to rest up a little bit before my next tour, or before my tour. So if you guys followed us when we were in Barcelona before for our girls trip, I talked about the Ubers and how they weren't consistent, and we had to wait for one, and they kept canceling, and it was happening in real time. Well, that's happening now. So I've been waiting like 15 minutes for an Uber. They keep canceling, keep changing. So then I went in and tried to request a taxi, and it kept saying that it was searching for one. By the time they said that they found one, it was 22 minutes away. So my hotel is a 35-minute walk. I'm walking it because I'm not going to stand and wait 22 minutes when I can walk it. So that's what I'm doing.
But in Las Ramblas, okay, doesn't matter if it's full or not, because everything will be really bad, okay? You might find a place that is good enough, that they have good price, but this is like a guessing game, so just don't, okay? The only place where and I would recommend you can take my word, or then you can do as you feel, that you can eat in Las Ramblas is in the Boqueria Market, okay? Boqueria Market, 100% worth it to go over there. Food is really good, the quality is really good, so you don't have to worry about that. But the thing is, Now we are in the new part of the city, then later on we'll go to the old part of the city.
Welcome to the heart of Old Barcelona, the Gothic Quarter, a place where every corner whispers a story from centuries past. This is one of the oldest neighborhoods in the city, with roots dating back to Roman times. You'll find remnants of the Roman wall, medieval cathedrals, and picturesque plazas around every bend. Don't miss the stunning Barcelona Cathedral, a masterpiece of Gothic architecture. In this neighborhood of maze-like alleyways, you will find charming boutiques, cafes, and several tapas bars. You may even get a chance to see modern-day artists performing in the square. And tucked away behind narrow alleyways in the Gothic Quarter, you'll find 4 massive Roman columns, the remains of the Temple of Augustus, built over 2,000 years ago during the Roman Empire. If you're exploring Barcelona and love history, the Gothic Quarter is a must-see. Alright, so as you can see, I am currently standing outside of Sagrada Familia, which is a church that has been under construction here in Barcelona 140 years. I'm going to give you guys some facts as we enter inside, but we have an hour and 15 minutes to explore. Now, the tickets weren't part of the tour. We had to purchase the tickets separately, but you have different pass options to where you can go to the very top, to the towers and actually look down. Our tour guide said it could take 45 minutes to an hour right now because it's pretty crowded. So I'm just going to go and explore. I hear that it is beautiful inside. A lot of history here, represents Christians. Lots and lots of culture and history here. 140 years in the making. It's scheduled to be done, I think I saw somewhere like 2026 or 2027, but our tour guide says there's lots of speculation that it's probably going to take a lot longer, because at this point there's over 10 million visitors here every year, and at $26 per person to enter inside, he said they're making a lot of money having this church not finished, because once it's finished they won't be able to charge people, and so there's not going to be any money made. So he's speculating that it's probably going to take a lot longer than what they're saying, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, it's under construction. So yeah, let's go inside and check it out. And something to note, make sure that you are appropriately dressed. You need to make sure that your shorts, skirt, pants, whatever, cover your knees, as well as make sure your shoulders are covered, no cleavage, all of that. That is why I'm wearing a dress today, because I knew that I was coming here and I wanted to make sure I was dressed appropriately. So make sure you are dressed appropriately, because they won't let you in if you're not. So as you see, they have a section there if you're meeting with a group. You enter that way. I'm not even sure where my entrance is, but I already have a ticket, so I think I just go get it scanned. So, but just check out the detail there. It's amazing. So it is a timed entry pass, so make sure you have your time entry. And I heard someone say that they were a little early, so they would not let them in. So make sure you come whenever you're scheduled. All right, you'll have to enter security once you come in. Everything through X-ray. Hello. So with my general admission pass, they said that I can download the app to get the audio guide. Wish I would have known that, because I would have brought headphones, but I didn't bring my headphones with me. So yeah, they said come over here and you're going to scan that QR code, and then you'll have the audio guide available for you. I think I'm still going to scan it so I can maybe save it for later, but yeah, so go there, scan, and you get the audio guide. So it actually takes you to the Sagrada Familia official website, and that's where you're going to go download your app. So it's going to take you to the official app, and then that's where you're going to get the audio guide. All right, as you see, a lot of these people are with groups that, well, no, they have audio guides, so they're talking and things. So because mine's just general, I get to enter whenever I'm ready.
Okay. 'Cause 那个 is 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 那个 is
And this amazing and informative tour ended with a scenic overlook of the city of Barcelona. This area was beautiful. I was able to catch an amazing video and photos. You can actually catch a tram from one side to the other. We didn't have time to do that, but I was able to get some amazing views. Now, if you're interested in this tour, the link is in the description of this video. But after I was dropped back off at my hotel, I walked down the street to a restaurant called Pinchos. Now, I strategically picked this restaurant out because I believe in their mission. They are a solidarity company, meaning that they work with individuals that have trouble integrating into the labor market. So they are working with individuals that may have special needs, individuals that may have been in prison. And so I truly support their efforts and enjoyed all of my tapas and my sangria. It was delicious. So check them out if you are in Barcelona. Then I was off to get some gelato before heading to bed for the next day's adventure, which will be part tour and part of me getting on board my first luxury cruise. All right, guys, good morning. It is, I don't know how many hours I've been here in Barcelona, but I am up this morning preparing to grab some coffee. And then I have another quick adventure before I board my cruise ship, so make sure you follow along. And guys, I rested pretty well thanks to an app that I use whenever I travel. It's called Time Shifter. So I recommend trying to adjust your body to the jet lag so that you don't have to deal with that. So I did follow everything that my Time Shifter app was telling me, like to avoid coffee, to when to take my melatonin, when to get daylight. So download Time Shifter if you are going to be traveling abroad, because it will help you whenever you're trying to avoid some of that jet lag. And as you can see, it's Sunday morning, so everything is quiet. Most things are closed and will stay closed all day because Sunday's day of rest here. So I was going to go out and grab breakfast, but because most shops are closed, I decided against it. So I'm just going to go to this bakery, grab a pastry, some coffee, and then head to my next destination. Good morning, good morning. So I wasn't sure what kind of muffin that was, but it's like a carrot cake. So good. So this is breakfast. I didn't want to eat too much because I'm getting on the cruise ship in the morning, or right after my next activity. So I didn't want to eat much because I really want to enjoy this luxury cruise. So just a muffin and cappuccino. Some of the best coffee here. And as you see, there's like cream cheese there. It is really good. I wasn't expecting the cream cheese in the middle, but that is really good. So one thing I'll say about the Ubers, same situation as when I was here before, where it takes forever for them to find an Uber driver. Between the Uber drivers and even the taxis, it just takes forever. So I've been sitting waiting about 12 minutes for an Uber to pick up. And now it says connecting you with the driver by 8:52. So keep that in mind. The Ubers don't seem to be as reliable. They do have the, I think it's called Free Now, the taxis, but even those, if you don't hail one off the street, it's hard to use the app to get someone, or it could take a little bit of time. So it's not like in the US where you schedule an Uber or request an Uber and they come within 5 minutes. It's not like that. You're going to be waiting maybe 15 minutes or so for an Uber, if not longer, depending on where you're being picked up. So that's been one of the challenges here, so keep that in mind. It would be helpful to stay in an area that's kind of near everything so that it's walkable. The streets are pretty walkable, not too many hills, at least where I'm staying. There is some cobble, some uneven pavement, but not like a treacherous walk as far as the pavement and hills and things. So keep that in mind. So hopefully I make it to my tour in time. I probably should have already checked for the Uber, so we'll see. So I have about 30 minutes before my meetup time, and it looks like it's going to take another 10 minutes or so before the Uber is even scheduled. So hopefully by the time they schedule it, it'll be here, and it's not going to be like a 15 more minute wait. So we'll see. So I just got the alert that I'll be picked up in 14 minutes. So yes, hopefully not too much longer than that because I'll be pushing it for my tour. But yeah, pick up in 14 minutes. And the tour is actually only 2 miles away, but I just don't have it in me to walk 2 miles again today. Plus knowing I'm gonna get on the cruise ship. So I'll just sit here and enjoy my cappuccino and I'll wait 14 more minutes.
Here, maybe you can. Okay.
Alright, so I am here waiting for a tour to start. Now guys, don't get confused whenever you see a ticket option that says skip the line, because there's hundreds of people here and I have a skip the line tour, and there's probably 50 of us grouped together, so it's taking a minute to get everyone their headsets, get everyone organized. The tour is about an hour and 15 minutes. It is a guided one, so you get a headset. I did also purchase, and I'll share that in a little bit, I did purchase a separate ticket so that I can get to the Gaudi house, which was not included with the purchase. So just waiting on the group to get organized so that we can go in. You guys know I tend to like to do these things on my own, but sometimes when it's a bunch of history involved, I like to be part of a tour. That way I can get the history and understanding as well, rather than having to research and figure it out on my own. So that's why I'm doing this. Hopefully it goes well. We'll see. All right, so we're waiting for her to get the tickets. So yeah, I think also the issue is that this is one of the few attractions that's open on Sundays. Most of everything's closed on Sundays. So I think everyone probably flocked here because it's something that's open. So just a little bit, we're kind of already behind schedule by 20 minutes. And I have some place to go. So we'll see how long this takes. And it's starting to rain, so it's putting a little damper on things, but we're going to see what Park Guell, and I'm sure I'm not saying that right, Park Guell has to offer. Now this park was inspired, or actually designed by Anton Gaudi, and I'll put some information throughout the video. But the houses that are inside were designed to kind of blend in with nature, and it sounds like it was supposed to be like some sort of residential area, but it was never completed. So it became, I think there's 2 houses there, as well as like garden, landscape, and sculptures and things like that. So yes, so we will get inside and explore. I do also recommend that you get your tickets in advance, because right now they're showing that it's sold out. So if you want to make sure that you get a pass, you can book it online. You can do one of these tours. I booked mine through Viator, or you can simply go on research Park Guell, and it will pop up, and you can schedule a time, and you have to do it by a time. I want to say my ticket was maybe about $30 to get in. The guided tour was a little higher at about $49, so, or 49 euros. So keep that in mind. But yeah, it's starting to rain, so hopefully it doesn't pour, because I didn't bring an umbrella or anything. Park Guell is one of Barcelona's most magical spots and a true masterpiece by legendary architect Antoni Gaudi. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site and feels like stepping into a real-life fairy tale. Originally designed as a luxury housing development in the early 1900s, the project was never completed and only 2 houses were built, and Gaudi himself lived in one of them for nearly 20 years. But what is left is a surreal park that blends nature, art, and architecture. Don't miss the famous serpentine bench, the mosaic tile terrace, and views that stretch all the way to the Mediterranean. The walk uphill can be steep, so wear comfy shoes. And if you're visiting for the views, early morning or late afternoon offers the best light and fewer crowds. Whether you're a Gaudi fan, a nature lover, or just chasing the perfect Instagram shot, Park Guell is a must-see in Barcelona. Right in the heart of Park Guell, you'll find a hidden gem, the Gaudi House Museum. This was actually Antoni Gaudi's home for nearly 20 years. Built in 1904, the house wasn't designed by Gaudi himself, but it was part of the original plan for Park Guell as a residential development. When the project failed, Gaudi moved into this show home and lived here until 1925. Inside, you'll see his original furniture, personal items, and even early architectural sketches. offering a rare glimpse into the daily life and mind of a genius. The museum is small but incredibly insightful. You'll see how his deep religious beliefs and love for nature shaped every design choice he made. Important note, entering to the Gaudi House Museum is not included with your Park Guell ticket. You'll need to buy it separately. It's a quiet, beautifully preserved, and a must-see for anyone fascinated by Gaudi's life beyond his architecture. Alright, so guys, I'm going to go ahead and close out this land portion of this land and sea vlog. Stay tuned for Explore Journeys. I am headed there. I'm waiting on my Uber. Had an amazing time now. Keep in mind, there's a ton of things to do here in Barcelona. I only did a couple little things, 24 hours. Can't do a whole lot, but did as much as I could. Hope you guys enjoy this. Please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, all of that good stuff, and stay tuned because I'm preparing to board Explore Journeys.